Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of this Let's Play series on War in the Pacific, Admiral's Edition. Last episode, for some reason, the AI set out a amphibious task force to take both islands, Kiska and Etu, and, well, apparently they figured they didn't really feel like it anyway, and so after running the gauntlets of submarines, they decided to pull back their ships again and retreat back to Dutch Harbor for some strange reason. So let's quickly see where we're at. It's currently May 10th. How about ship reinforcements? So a couple of submarines will be added, a couple of cruisers, destroyers, so still 12 days until the main fleet arrives. So I guess I'll be going through the days a little bit faster then, so to speed up time. Okay, well, I'll quit this turn really quickly, and it does seem that they're trying to set out with their fleets again. Yep, they are sending their fleets west, so I'll put it back to 1 day. Do I have my search planes? I believe I had search planes over here. Yeah, these are still patrolling. So they decided to run the gauntlet again. So let's see what happens this time. Started another couple of bombing raids. Not doing any damage, it seems. And a couple of my float planes got intercepted, so that's not good because they're probably gonna get shot out of the sky. And once again, oh, they didn't get intercepted this time, so they started bombing them. Didn't do too much damage, unfortunately. Okay, so this time again they decided to move their amphibious task forces west. And looks like they are going for a simultaneous attack this time. I'm guessing this one is heading to Kiska Island and these are heading to Etu. Well, we'll see what happens. And our submarine caught them, or no, their destroyers caught our submarine. Well, apparently no combat, so they managed to evade the first couple of submarines. But again, it seems that these are pulling back. Well, submarine caught one of the escort, missed their torpedoes, such a shame, and got pounded pretty hard, 7 hits. Did it get destroyed? It doesn't seem like it. Another naval attack. Still no damage, but the planes got damaged in the process. Ooh, and the submarine got destroyed, got beat up pretty bad. Yep, got sunk, okay. Moving east, moving west. Northwest, for some reason, okay. So yeah, again, they are moving west towards the islands and then suddenly turn around again. Really, really peculiar. Any new ships over here? Well, a couple of cruisers. We got 2 new submarines. but I don't really think we need those right now. So let's see what these task forces are doing. Well, they're still moving west, so they haven't decided to retreat yet. You are for some reason just hanging out over here. Well, let's see if they finally manage to land some troops. No, it seems like they retreated again. Why are they doing that? Is it just a case of broken AI? Must be. Can't imagine any reason why they would send out the fleet almost to the doorsteps of the island and then suddenly pull back again. Well, they're still moving west this time. So maybe these are the ones, the chosen ones, to finally land at Attu Island. And nope, doesn't seem like it. Why wouldn't they... Seriously, why wouldn't they attack me? Yeah, again, so these are moving west, these are moving east, these are moving east. Weird. Now what I think I'm gonna do is save this game real quickly. Yeah, sure. And you can actually save scum a little bit, so I'm gonna load up that save as the Americans, check what, well, basically why they aren't attacking the islands, and I'll be back in just a moment. Right, so I've checked the American side and I noticed that the orders were all set up properly. They all were set to attack Attu as well as Kisk Island. They all had troops loaded, they were all set on amphibious missions. Yet for some reason they kept sailing along this line, even going as far as, you know, right next to Attu Island, and then they suddenly decide to head south a bit and go back. So I'm guessing that's a little bit of broken AI. So I guess it's just now basically pressing next turn until I won. But since the carrier fleet has arrived, I will now just send them out, have a little fun with them, send them out around here, see if I can pick off some of the transports, and I even set a surface fleet up to start bombarding Dutch Harbor and, you know, just see what happens. So the surface fleet might get blown out of the water and it may cost me a lot of points because it basically has no air cover, and Dutch Harbor is loaded with aircraft. So my fleets are still moving up. Come on, get a move on. Okay, so the first carrier strike. Huge amount of planes. Couple of zeros, lots of bombers. The P-40 Warhawks are probably not gonna be much of a challenge for the Zeros. Okay, so do some damage. Yeah, nice. Seems like some decently sizable transports. Okay, so let's see what we did. So we still lost a couple of bombers, but we did, yeah, fairly fair damage on the transports. And oh, even a secondary strike. Which, okay, 2 torpedo hits on a destroyer as well as 3 torpedo hits on a transport. So let's move the carrier force inwards a little bit. You are still sailing towards Dutch Harbor. And another strike at the fleet at Adak Island. Again, decent amount of damage. And again, a secondary strike on the transports. And seem these are just easy pickings now. A third strike even. And again, the transport hit 4 times, probably going down. Now I'm basically throwing caution to the wind because this scenario seems a little bit broken. Sending out your carrier, well, I guess it should be fine since the allies don't really have much of a carrier presence in this scenario, but sending a surface fleet all the way up to Dutch Harbor is obviously very reckless. And I'm guessing that at some point they'll be target of a bombing run. And they might even suffer some casualties. Okay, so next turn they'll definitely arrive. You just stay hanging out there. Are you on remain? Yep. So let's see what happens at Dutch Harbor. Just for the funsies. Oh, there's actually some surface combat at first. Or is there? Looks like they...
Hello, my misguided friends. This is your #1 enemy, Orphan Anne, from Radio Tokyo, with another blow to your morale and some music to console you. Today, the Imperial government announced that the Imperial Navy has achieved another great victory near Dutch Harbor with the sinking of 2 carriers, a battleship, and numerous cruisers and destroyers.
Well, that's certainly something I have never ever heard in this game. So one of the Japanese propaganda radio stations apparently got implemented. Yeah, so nothing major happened in this battle, so let's see the bombardment. And, well, they're bombing Kiska, but not really the bombardment I was talking about, but... Another submarine attack. "20 hits. Oh wow. And it didn't even sink from all of that. Amazing. Right, so finally the bombardment has started on Dutch Harbor. So let's see what kind of damage we can do. Okay, so we damaged 26 Catalinas, destroyed 2. We damaged 42 Mitchells, destroyed 2. 61 Venturas damaged. 35 Ventura damaged. 169 Liberators damaged, 4 destroyed. So yeah, huge amount of damage. And well, oh, we even managed to put some shells on the ships from the Pennsylvania and the Idaho. Don't know why they didn't set sail to well, basically meet me in combat. I believe, apart from the Musashi being the biggest ship ever built, but they probably would still be they'd probably still have an advantage. So we hit the airbase 32 times. They took a lot of supply damage. 81 runway hits, 3 port hits. So yeah, their airfield and port got messed up pretty badly there. So I guess I can move up my carrier a little bit and maybe even do some port strikes on any remaining ships. Should probably do that now that now that I took out a lot of fighter planes. They probably won't have much fighter cover. So you move a little closer, and I'll set all the airplanes, not the everyone can escort. I don't really need combat air patrol now, so you do a port attack on Dutch Harbor. It says out of range, but obviously the carrier will move up so that it will be in range, and I'll do the same for you. Select target, Dutch Harbor. Set all carrier. And what happened to my surface fleet over here? Now, do you still have some shells left? Yeah, you do. So I'm just gonna send you on another bombing run, and I'll set you on full speed to make sure that you arrive there before any carriers do. Okay, so we apparently we're even taking the fight to the Americans and softening up Dutch Harbor for any you know, potential Japanese landings if they were to schedule anything like that. And another surface combat. I don't think there will be any actual fight. Oh, they actually did manage to exchange some shells.
Hello to all of her dog faces and boneheads wandering the Pacific Islands. Before we start the music, the Japanese High Command announced today that the Imperial Navy has achieved another great victory near Dutch Harbor with the sinking of 2 carriers, a battleship, and numerous cruisers and destroyers.
Yeah, that's actually quite funny. They implemented something like these radio messages. Oh, they actually had a minefield around Dutch Harbor, which the cruiser Kumano hit. And again, we're starting to bomb them. Hopefully doing a lot of damage. Yep, again. Damaging a lot of airplanes. Which is nice, because obviously any fighter damaged or destroyed can't intercept any of the carrier airplanes that are about to set off. And we even put some more shells in the ships at dock over here. So let's see if they can... Yep, they did launch a air attack. And, well, a couple of damaged, only 2 destroyed. 3 bombs on the Pennsylvania, 1 bomb on the Nevada, 1 on the Idaho, as well as 1 on the cruiser San Francisco. I'm hearing lots of sinking noises. Hopefully it's theirs. And, well, I guess we'll just continue bombing them, just for the heck of it. Seems like this scenario is pretty much won. Yeah, more and more bomb hits on the battleships. Okay, so apparently no planes flew this time. Well, they keep getting their bombs in. Yeah, so I guess this is pretty much all that this scenario has to offer, so I'm just gonna skip ahead to the final day, and well, pretty much nothing happened apart from a bunch of bombing runs on Dutch Harbor. We did a lot of damage to their battleships, and well, we're basically at June 13th right now. This is the last day of the campaign, so let's click next turn and we'll see what happens in the end. And we'll have a look at the score. So yeah, obviously Japanese victory, because they didn't even try to take those islands. Okay, so let's see how many ships we managed to sink. Oh, not very many actually. I'm kinda sad about that. We did manage to sink a carrier and a couple of destroyers, but even though we really hammered those battleships at Dutch Harbor, none of them actually sunk. I'm quite surprised by that. Let's head over to the American side quickly. I'm really wondering the amount of damage they've taken. Okay, so why aren't they shown? So even though they had 3 battleships, we sunk none, and yet for some reason they only listed 1 active battleship at the moment. And I believe the retreat option is disabled in these scenarios, so yeah, that's really weird. Okay, well, no biggie. In the end, well, it was a bit of a broken scenario anyway. The AI never really made a push for any of the islands. Shame. Wonder what would have happened if they did. But anyway, so another scenario in the books. And that's the end of this episode then. And I'll hope you join me again for the next episode in this Let's Play series on War in the Pacific Admiral's Edition. See you next time. Bye.